Welcome to the Fashion is Cool podcast, where we explore fashion's business side and the entrepreneurs behind it. Hosted by Dwight Carter, your guide to diverse careers and inspiring stories in fashion.
Welcome, everyone, to the Fashion is Cool podcast. I'm your host, Dwight Carter. Today, we're diving into the side of fashion industry that doesn't always get the spotlight, but it is absolutely vital, the event side of fashion. Over the years, I've had the privilege of producing many shows. 10 years of Gent, which is a platform for men's fashion, 14 designer competitions, multiple mini brand openings, and countless one-off fashion shows. Each experience has taught me something new about creativity, logistics, and the power of live experiences. And for me, it's all about finding the intersection between passion and purpose. Passion for creativity, purpose in creating experiences that inspire and connect people. So I didn't formally study fashion. I worked in a lot of boutiques and a lot of stores, but I've always been drawn to the creative ways people dress. In my early days, music was my main focus, and it shaped everything about the way I approach style, rhythms, the energy, storytelling, and music. It naturally influenced my fashion choices. Everything changed in 2006 when I volunteered for a mother model management fashion show. I think it was a Fashion Bash. That experience opened my eyes to the world of fashion events, live storytelling, performance, and the audience connection. It was just incredible to be there. Pivoting towards more fashion events while continuing to produce some music events is when my creativity truly exploded. It truly exploded. Music didn't just inspire my wardrobe, it influenced the very way I design fashion shows. From set pacing to the energy of models walking the runway, I approach every show like a live performance, bleeding music, rhythm, and fashion all in one immersive experience. Fashion events aren't just a glamorous parties. I know people like to go to fashion shows and get dressed up and look pretty and be seen, but they are the heartbeat of the industry. Designers use them to showcase months or even years of work. Brands use them to tell a story and create a mood. Audiences, buyers, press, and fashion enthusiasts, they experience fashion as a performance. And here's where the music comes in. I've found that the right soundtrack can completely transform a show. Music dictates rhythm, highlights key moments, and amplifies emotion. A well-timed beat drop can turn a model's walk into a narrative. A crescendo can build suspense before the finale. And a melody can create a lasting emotional impact. Music doesn't just accompany a show, it drives it. And that is, I went to see Lenny Kravitz the other night, and I can only imagine a runway show going on in front of his coming out from his stage, and just seeing that. And the style of clothing that he wears is more of that, 70s style, which is what his music is, kind of goes along the 70s style rock genre. But I was picturing the whole thing. That's what event people do. We picture what our event would look like, or how we would do things differently. And I completely saw a runway and saw the music and heard the music and how it was going to affect crowd. The music was already affecting the crowd. It was affecting me. But imagine adding on a runway onto that. Yeah, it would have been just incredible. Incredible. Of course, behind the scenes, the magic you see on the runway doesn't happen by accident. Behind every 15-minute show, and yeah, there's 15-minute shows, there's months, sometimes years of planning, coordinating with designers, models, stylists, musicians. ensuring lighting, sound, and staging align perfectly, handling last-minute surprises that inevitably pop up. And they do. Every decision, down to the song playing as the first model steps out, shapes the audience's experience. That's where passion meets purpose. It's all about bringing a vision to life, creating an emotional journey, and leaving an impression that lingers long after the show ends. Fashion events are evolving. We're seeing immersive shows blending technology, performance, and storytelling. A focus on sustainability, not just in fashion, but in production. Increase inclusivity, ensuring more voices, models, and audiences are represented. Hybrid and digital formats open the door to new audiences, but nothing replaces the energy of a live event. We all remember COVID. We all remember trying to watch a fashion show online, New York Fashion Week, all the student shows. Everyone did the best that they could with what was going on, but nothing beats a live show. I mean, when music, fashion, and a live performance collide, that's when you feel it. That's when the audience feel it. That's when it comes alive. For me, producing fashion events is about more than just glamour. We know everyone likes to be seen and look pretty, and that's cool. I like to look good too, and I like to be seen. But as a fashion show producer, director, coordinator, it's about the storytelling, creativity, and connection. Every show is a stage for music, fashion, and human energy to converge. Live music has a huge influence on how I approach pacing, emotion, and flow. It shapes the energy of every show and pushes me to think beyond the clothes, to create an experience for people to remember. So next time you see a fashion show, remember, it's not just a collection of outfits. It's a performance powered by creativity, rhythm, and purpose. And for me, that's the sweet spot where passion and purpose intersect. So thank you for joining me today. Share your thoughts or your favorite fashion event memory. Until next time, keep chasing that intersection of passion and purpose. Remember, the designer is the foundation of the fashion industry. Without the designer, there would not be an industry. Thank you. Like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.